Apparently, 2023 is the time to move, according to a research performed by Architectural Digest. And joining me today is their researcher, Hailey Neff, to share more about the best cities to move to. Hi, Hailey.
Hi, Jessica.
Welcome. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
great.
this is so fascinating. I am so interested in this topic. Like, people are packing up their bags and are moving to a new city in 2023. What has your research found?
So, in this survey, we asked 1,000 different people what their thoughts on moving were in 2023. And we really found that Americans are restless this year. They want to be somewhere new. 55% of Americans want to or are already planning on moving, and 29% of people want to move to somewhere more affordable. Now, what we know about the housing market in Fort Wayne, I think that sounds like a pretty good reason for people to move there.
Right. Okay. So this trend is continuing because I know it first started really in 2020 when the pandemic was happening. People were reevaluating some of the bigger cities, some of the more expensive cities, because you really couldn't really have a value of life when you're staying indoors. So now that people are outside, people are wanting to move even more now. So this trend is occurring. So what did you find when it came to Gen Z and Gen X?
So, we actually found that Gen Z and millennials were the most likely to move. In fact, 39% have already relocated or already planned to in 2023. Their top reasons for moving are driven by affordability, no surprise there, looking for new jobs, and they also have safety concerns.
Oh, okay. So the safety concern, where has that really come from? Is it because some of the bigger cities have increased potential security risks? I know that some of the bigger cities also have an increased level of homelessness that is transpiring right now. Are those the reasons?
Yeah, I think the pandemic really brought out a lot of, maybe some harsher things in these big cities. So we have really been seeing this kind of mass exodus from these huge cities. And it really sounds like people want to put their roots down somewhere where they feel like they can go on a walk and be safe, they can get to know their neighbors, and that people really are looking to find that safe neighborhood community where they feel at home.
Okay. And I know according to your research, the baby boomers are more interesting topic or section because 25% of them are not willing to move and they are the highest percent category. So why is it that the baby boomers are staying where they are?
Yeah, it is interesting that baby boomers are the least likely to move. I think part of it is maybe some of these people already fully own their homes and they don't want to go look for a house payment somewhere else. A lot of these baby boomers also have lower interest rates on their mortgages. So even if they do have a mortgage that they're paying on, it really doesn't make a lot of financial sense for them to leave their low interest rate at a time like now where interest rates are so high.
Okay. And as far as people moving right now, so you mentioned the fact that they are looking for affordability and also they are considering the crime risk in their current cities. But also, aren't they moving because they want to be closer to like their family and friends? Give me some other reasons that people are moving right now, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Friends and family are a big driver. I think, kind of what you mentioned about the pandemic earlier, when people were being trapped inside, they were away from their loved ones. I think people are just really looking to find those deep family and friend connections again. And you just can't put a price on being close to your loved ones.
That is true. That is so true. And though there are many reasons that people are moving, there's some reasons that people are deciding not to. So can you share some of the deterrents?
So, an interesting one where we thought more people would be willing to move is that we thought maybe people would be willing to move because their job was requiring them to come back into the office. And we really found that that wasn't the case. Very few people reported in our survey that they were moving for this reason. We also thought that the effects of climate change, as we know right now, there have been some really devastating climate disasters this past year. And we thought that that might be a driver for people wanting to move. But surprisingly, again, that wasn't really a driving factor. And very few people actually said that it was.
That's interesting. Okay, so Hailey, can you share with me any information about the traffic that's coming in and out of Fort Wayne? Are people moving here, moving out?
Yeah, so Fort Wayne had a net population change from 2019 to 2021, which is the most recent data that we have, of about 900 people. But what's really interesting about this is the top demographic where we are seeing people move to Fort Wayne are millennials age 30 to 34,
Hmm.
and that are in that home buying phase of their life. So a lot of people really are moving to Fort Wayne with the intention of buying a home.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And of course, all these wonderful jobs that are opening up here and corporations. So that's good to hear. Well, thank you so much, Hailey, for this information. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. It was great talking with you today.
You too. And if you would like more information about this study, we'll have the website listed for Architectural Digest to check it out. We'll be right back.